Alright, so I am a casual fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, the series. Not as up on anything dealing with FNAF World, though. And not really sure I'll get it or not. Depends on the price, I guess. And if I feel like playing an RPG game, maybe not. But I have noticed that people are freaking out over the image that came, that obviously I'm late to, of Mangle supposedly dead hanging from a noose. But people have also been surfacing images of the same picture in color where it doesn't look like Mangle's hanging from a noose and actually just has the ball part of her paddle toy in her mouth. So I don't know if that's official or not, but even if it's not, honestly, if you change the coloration of the original picture, it does actually look like she just does have a ball in her mouth, and she is in fact not being asphyxiated by a noose. The image and the message at the bottom of the screen are still a bit unnerving, and a lot of people are spreading rumors that it means that Scott's suicidal, which I really doubt that's true at all. I think basically just the whole fake teaser image that was put on the FNAF World website and taken down pretty quickly was kind of just like an homage to how dark the original games are, and that, yeah, these are still the characters that in 4 different games were murdering people and all this other shit, but now they're little chibi, brightly colored robots that you go on adventures with. So maybe it's just like kind of a mindfuck, and maybe some of the people that are saying it could be right, because some people are saying that maybe there is something darker to the story in the new game, and honestly, yeah, I could see where this RPG could actually be really fucking dark. Because, I mean, you are taking the robots that murdered people and have dead children inside of them, and now making them very adorable and child-friendly. So it kind of seems like you can't really do that without touching on the fact of what these characters are and what you've done with them before. So maybe there will be some kind of dark undertone to the game. I don't think it'll be horror for the most part. Just, I think it will still have a dark undertone, knowing where it came from. Still think FNAF World might be cool, but like I said, I'm like a casual fan of Five Nights at Freddy's games. Like, I love the story behind the games, because that is, as somebody writes, that is one of the coolest fucking stories ever. But it is kind of weird to see something go from horror and transition right into a kid-friendly RPG. Like, it's just very weird to see, like, something that was murderous and dangerous just suddenly be very child-friendly. Which is kind of fucking funny in its own way. That's really kind of messed up. But yeah, back to that image. I think it's more of the creators, like Scott, just knowing that this is something based on something morbid, and that a lot of people, obviously, like on YouTube and Reddit and 4chan and Tumblr, all these other sites, are openly expecting the plot twist where this is dark as fuck, but there probably is no plot twist. So I think that's part of why that image surfaced, is that it's like, oh shit, Mangle fucking hanged herself, or somebody hanged her, she's dead, holy shit, I knew this was dark. So it kind of like gives people what they want, but again, the actual image seems to just be Mangle isn't dead and she's just playing around with her ball paddle toy. So I think it's more like giving people kind of what they want with the game actually being darker than it really will be. So maybe more people will show interest because so many people are very adamant that the game will really be dark. I don't think it'll be dark. Like, I think it's just going to be dark in the fact of what these characters did in the other games and all that shit, but I don't think in actuality it will be dark. Like, it just looks like a very kid-friendly RPG game. Like, honest to God, if you have a niece or nephew or small child, they could probably play this game not knowing anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, and it would be fine. It would not traumatize your child. They might be a little bit confused, but it ain't gonna fucking traumatize them. It's just a fucking RPG game full of cuddly little animals. That's all they need to know. So that's my thoughts on the dead Mangle picture, that it's just a fuck with the fans thing, and doesn't really mean that Scott is going to hurt himself, and it doesn't mean that the game is really going to be about children dying. It's just going to be your basic, really pretty, very well made RPG game, and some part of me thinks it's funny because it kind of reminds me of Five Nights at Fuckboys. So, yeah. Could have got the idea from that. Just kind of makes it dirty. But that's my thoughts on it.